You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear.
DJ Yeah, you wanna talk to me, you tryna know my name, but I ain't on it tonight. I'm just tryna feel the vibe. You don't know what to say, you're just tryna swing my way. Oh, I know you see the light, you just tryna get inside. I'm just trying to sing my song. Me and my girls, we ball. No need to touch at all. You can look, but just don't touch. Give me 50, leave me alone. Now tell me who's in charge. Your ego's way too small. I know you wanna come and talk to me nice. I really wanna know my name, but I ain't on it tonight. Come and talk to me nice. Ooh, you really wanna know my name, but I ain't on it tonight. I'm just here for a good time. I bet I got you fantasizing. I can see it all in your eyes. I know I got you hypnotized, yeah. I'm just here for a good time. I bet I got you fantasizing. I can see it all in your eyes. I know I got you hypnotized, yeah. Don't touch, that's all, baby. On me, that's always. It's like work, it's all in a day. Consider this a perk if I'm all in your face like, who want it? You got it. Miami, I got it. Egypt, one bill in a day. You're looking for a god, it's right in your face, yeah. I'm just trying to sing my song. Me and my girls, we ball. No need to touch at all. You can look, but just don't touch. Give me 50, leave me alone. Now tell me who's in charge. Your ego's way too small. I know you wanna come to be nice. I really wanna know my name, but I ain't on it tonight. Come and talk to me nice. Ooh, you really wanna know my name, but I ain't on it tonight. I'm just here for a good time. I bet I got you fantasizing. I can see it all in your eyes. I know I got you hypnotized, yeah. I'm just here for a good time. I bet I got you fantasizing. I can see it all in your eyes. I know I got you hypnotized, yeah.
How can I help y'all?
We're here for exotic.
All right, right this way.
I got the mad digits, mad feeling. 100,000 on my bank account, you know, mad in it. I got the mad digits, mad feeling. 100,000 on my bank account, you know, mad in it. I got the misstep with your legs, chop them off, feed onto the beds. That's what you get for snitching on my whole clan. I don't take that shit lightly, Peter Pan. Never end, just like the bubonic plague. Nigga, I go straight to your chest. What you know about stacking some bread? When you hungry, you got you a kid. And nobody that lends a helping hand. It made out the mud, I made out for wind. Chip on my shoulder, I'm still stacking chips. I strike it once, we'll strike it again. Tryna make dividends. She said, can I join your team? Well, I guess that depends. Gotta do what no other girl can. I say that it band. She know to make them BTs dance. Show me the difference between a baddie and a fan. She call me daddy, she been wanting to bring her friends. Long as they tell us they line is quick, I say hell yeah. The attitude in my crew, nothing new, we play the field. You already know my name, run the game, you know the deal. Mad digits, mad feeling. 100,000 on my bank account, you know, mad in it. I got the mad digits, mad feeling. 100,000 on my bank account, you know I'm mad, ain't it? I got a. Back then you never saw the big picture. Crafted my craft for you to see. Now you move your heads with rhythm. Stay 10 toes down, everybody probably shitting on me since the beginning. Ages of lonely nights, empty stomachs, I was driven. Ops, won't stop the clock. Blood too damn hot. Gon' shoot my shot till my knees drop. But that don't mean it easy though. Last year felt dead inside, this year's so pivotal. Take a step. If you can't do that, then make sure you take a breath. Everybody say heal your body, ooh, what about your head? Don't matter if you're lonely, make sure your sanity is left. Ooh, I'm the meanest, I'm the cleanest. When it comes to me and the throne, there ain't nothing in between us. Fuck what you heard from the haters. I'm a poet, I'm a dreamer. If you say you finna do something, you better fucking mean it. Sleeping at the bar, oh hush little baby. We're with no kids, work for it, I'm too lazy. I got the shooter's finest, you know I live crazy. May have regrets, where I move, man, it don't faze me. Mad bitches, mad fitted. 100,000 on my bank account, no, mad in it. I got a mad bitches, mad fitted, mad in it. 100,000 on my bank account, no, mad in it.
Good morning. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. And every morning you wake up with us because we rock your mic.
Mm-hmm. How big is your mic, Sunshine?
Big enough to interview you with.
Best Dirty Lemonade provides the euphoric effects of recreational cannabis consumption without the health risks associated with smoke inhalation and hangover effects of alcohol consumption. Best Dirty Lemonade offers a fresh, superior taste to the typical THC-infused beverage.
Free your mind.
grievances and do ratchet shit with my friends. And that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the ropes. Middle finger stretched, if you're thinking it's a joke, tell my friend I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? How you been, my friend? That's right. It's your time of day. My time of day. It's the time of day to get up and play. That's right. It's time for All Hustle, No Fear. I'm your girl, Sunshine Reigns, a.k.a. Griselda Blanca, a.k.a. Uni the Motivator, a.k.a. the party starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your Hood Unicorn, and I am here to wake you up in a positive way with some awesome information, some keying, and hopefully some motivation. So good morning, good morning, good morning, my great little prostitutes. How are y'all doing today? We started the day off with some real good music. The first song that I played was Talk Nice to Me by Shantae Renee. She's got a baby on the way and she is just glowing. She looks amazing. Also, we had Zodiac by Mad Max. We had Mad by Zodiac. And the last one that we played was Les Riley with Free Your Mind. So y'all make sure y'all check out all of those artists. They are really dope independent artists that are out here trying to do their thing, push their music, and of course make some money. So whatever I can do to help, I'm gonna do. That's some pretty color. Hold on real quick. I ain't been on TikTok in a while. Let me go ahead and go live on TikTok. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, okay, I know I got to motivate y'all this morning. I don't have nothing in there that's just saying, that's screaming, motivate me, motivate me, motivate me. So, y'all know I don't blow smoke up nobody's ass. But I will say this. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world that is true. It's a lot more stuff going on in this world where people are just coming up with their own conclusions without any scientific backing, without any knowledge of anything other than the headlines. So what I'm saying is I want everybody to be very mindful before sharing information. I want people to do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. And it's just, I hear people say things. I mean, I pay attention a lot more to what people are saying because of the type of job that I have, right? So I just listen to people say things sometimes, and it's like, wow, you could have really completed that thought in a different way if you would have just read up on it just a little bit, read the whole article, not just read the headline of such and such is happening, right? So hopefully, it's somebody out there who just has that thought in their head, like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and read through this just a little bit more. Because honestly, the Instagram news outlets do it to y'all the most. Y'all see the headline and then y'all take to the comment section. Y'all go in and you never actually clicked on the link that they are telling you to click on to read the whole story so you can know what actually happened. And I give y'all a perfect example. A couple of weeks ago, they had one on there where they were like, Nick Cannon has a new game show to find his next baby mama. And everybody in the comment section and a couple other outlets, kind of took it and ran with it and was like, this is disgusting. I can't believe he's doing this. Turns out it's a prank show with Kevin Hart and Nick Cannon. And Kevin's prank on Nick Cannon was to host him a Who's Your Next Baby Mama Challenge TV show. But you wouldn't have known that if you would have only scrolled and caught the headline. So just, I mean, I ain't a reporter or nothing like that because I'm not. I'm kind of a journalist, but I'm not. But you've got to dig deeper, you know, and with AI coming out and with the chat box GPTs, a lot of people are trying to use those to circumvent having to put in the work. But those tools are only useful if at first they have the human interaction with them. So how you use it is just important as what you are using it for. And so, you know, like I said, whether you're the consumer or you are the creator, you have a responsibility not only to yourself, but to anybody else that you regurgitate this information out to. So, with that being said, I am currently doing my research on what is going on with the air quality in New York, how it's supposed to be migrating down, of course, because of, you know, wind. It would. But I was also seeing some videos across TikTok where people were saying it's not like that in Canada. But like the air quality isn't bad like this in Canada. But then, of course, using my intelligent brain, I would have to say, okay, well, I need a map of where the people are that are saying that it's not, there's no fires or there's the air quality isn't bad where they are, right? And see where they are in relation to the wind factor, how it's moving, right? Because if it's moving down and they are above it, they're upwind, then of course they wouldn't have the same issues as the people who would have it downwind. And you've got to think about things like that when you're watching these videos, or when you're you know what I'm saying, like, y'all, come on now, y'all. A lot of stuff is fake news. Yes. Absolutely. There's a lot of fake news out there. But a lot of times you're not watching the magic trick either. And you're really just all about the illusion. And you're not trying to see how, you know, it's really, wait, how they do that? It's really his thumb. I don't know. How they do that? I don't know. I don't do magic, but you know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, there we go. Good morning. It is Friday, and on Friday, you know what we do? We try to make this make sense. That's all we trying to do on Friday, is try to figure out what is going on in y'all world and why do we have to be subjugated to this foolishness. And I've got a couple of good stories for y'all. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Hold on. Trying to find my... There we go. All right. So I've got shortcuts, never give up, Father's Day, and bad cop. So I'm going to start this thing off with bad cop. On do I want to preface this with anything? No, I'm going to go straight into it. Here we go. On January 24th, 2023, Michael Corey Jenkins, a black man, was shot in the face by Rankin County deputies during a drug raid at his home in Braxton, Mississippi. Jenkins was unarmed and sitting on his couch when the deputies arrived. He was shot once in the mouth and survived, but he suffered serious injuries. The Rankin County Sheriff's Department has said... It was been recording that whole time. Damn. The Rankin County Sheriff's Department has said that the deputies opened fire after Jenkins pointed a gun at them. However, Jenkins' family and lawyers say that he was unarmed and that the deputies shot him without provocation. The shooting of Michael Corey Jenkins has sparked outrage in Mississippi and across the country. Many people believe that the shooting was racially motivated and that Jenkins was targeted because he's black. The U.S. Justice Department is investigating the shooting and has said that it is deeply concerned about the allegations of excessive force. Jenkins' family is suing Rankin County Sheriff's Department for $400 million. The lawsuit alleges that the deputies used excessive force and that they violated Jenkins' civil rights. Jenkins was shot in the mouth on the night of January 26 after 6 white Rankin County deputies suddenly entered Parker's home, according to the men. The men said deputies repeatedly shocked them with stun guns and forced them to lie on their backs while milk was poured over their faces. According to the men, deputies also assaulted them with a sex toy they found while searching the home. And at one point during the encounter, Jenkins said a deputy put a gun in his mouth and opened fire. There are no body camera footage of the incident, but the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation has confirmed that a deputy shot Jenkins. He was hospitalized for weeks with a lacerated tongue and a broken jaw. Okay, I need any police officer, just give me, I'll take one. If you can explain to me how a suspect can be shot in the mouth. Okay, like not in the face, but how a suspect can be shot in the mouth legally. This is me waiting, because you can't give me a reason how this is justified in any way. Like, okay, I was afraid he was going to take my gun. Okay, I could see you shooting him like in the head somewhere, but to get him to open his mouth and put the gun in his mouth and shoot him, I don't know. And I'm not saying that that's exactly how it went down, but when you add waterboarding with milk, meaning somebody went in the refrigerator or y'all brought milk with you, either way, that is very what's the word? Premeditated. Okay. The next thing I'm wondering is, how did 6 officers enter a domicile and nobody got on body cameras? And if you tell me that Rankin County just don't have body cameras, this is a reason why y'all need to. I hope this young man get all $400 million of what he is suing for, because to be assaulted with a sex toy in your own home, what part of the arrest was that, sir? What part of the arrest is that? And I'm very much against having CCT in my home. And I'm explaining why, because I found a story of why we shouldn't have CCT in the home. But anyways, or at least not Ring. But I'm against CCT in my home. But this would have been one of those situations where I would have been really, really happy had the homeowners had some sort of closed circuit television or some kind of recording of what's going on in their house. Because this is absolutely disgusting. And Rodney said, they had to do that before. They felt too comfortable with that. Ain't no way. Make it make sense. It's a lot going on in this story that just don't make sense. And I know that they're hoping that it might be just swept under the rug, closed circuit television, CCT. But I know they're probably hoping that it gets swept under the rug, but I'm hoping, because of places like me, story shows like me and other people bring attention to this so that this don't get swept under the rug. Cause that's not cool. That's not cool. I call this one Never Give Up. All puns intended. Jacqueline Goldberg, the sister of Montebello podiatrist, has been charged with soliciting the murder of his wife. So if you don't understand what I just said right there, a Montebello podiatrist and his sister are now being charged with soliciting the murder of the podiatrist's wife. Goldberg, 49, of White Plains, was indicted on felony charges of second-degree criminal solicitation and tampering with physical evidence. She is accused of conspiring with her brother, Ira Bernstein, to have his wife, Susan Bernstein, killed. The indictment alleges that Goldberg and Bernstein discussed the murder plot on multiple occasions, including a phone call on July 29, 2022. Goldberg is also accused of destroying evidence of the plot, including text messages and phone records. Ira Bernstein was convicted of murder in 2014 for plotting to have his wife killed, and he served nearly 5 years in prison after being released in 2019. Susan Bernstein has since filed for divorce from her husband. Goldberg is scheduled to be arraigned on June 13th. If convicted, she faces up to 7 years in prison. The case is being investigated by the Rampo Police Department and the Rockland District's Attorney's Office. Okay, look, the only thing that I can think of is that this man really, really believed that he was going to get double jeopardy. And if you don't know what double jeopardy is, that's where you cannot be charged for the same crime twice, okay? But if you commit the crime again, it's not the same crime twice, sir. This is 2 different crimes that you have tried to commit. Now, just because you've tried to commit the crime against the same person, sir, does not mean you can't be tried again. You trying to kill your wife, and you are soliciting people, and you trying to get your sister to help you. Your mom just lost all her kids. I'm talking about your family tree is a stump right now because what? And then as a sister, do you know how stupid you gotta be to try to do this with him after he already been convicted the first time? Meaning he was dumb enough to get caught. So now you gonna do it with him thinking, oh, well, he learned how to do it right. He ain't gonna get caught the second time. No, now you got Dum Dum and Boo Boo the Fool going to jail. This is about the dumbest thing I ever heard of in my freaking life. Like, what? And how? What do you do? Do you just go on the internet and type in, who gonna kill my wife for me? I got money. And why is you trying this bad to kill her? Because I'm telling you, whatever you was going to save in alimony, trying to take this lady out, you is paying to a lawyer right now. Come on now. This don't make no sense. This don't make no damn sense. Leave. Just leave. I mean, why? What do you own that I'd rather you hide your money in the Cayman Islands. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you and your sister going to jail. What is it? If I can't have her, nobody can. Like, I am really trying to think this one through, because you literally went to jail. You just got out in 2019. You just got out. You ain't even been out longer than you was in yet. And you decided, you know what? I think I know how to do it right this time. I think what I should have did was I should have deleted the text messages and I should have deleted the phone records, instead of thinking, why not just have these conversations in person? I don't understand why. It's your sister, bruh. Why you just didn't pull up on her and talk about this? Like, why you have to text her, hey, so can you help me take Susan out? Hell yeah, I help you take Susan out. Fuck that bitch. I ain't never liked her anyway. Like, what? What was going on here? I can't with this one. Like, this just don't make sense to me. Again, make this make sense, because it don't make not a dim gum doggone it sense to me. Speaking of, okay, real quick, I got a question. So one of the shows on the station is called the Culturally Dope Show, right? And they have a segment that they do where they call it the culture quote. All right. Now, every time they do this culture quote, it's always some real country quote that your mama or your grandma would say. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday's culture quote was, don't put your mouth on that. Don't put your mouth on everything. Basically meaning just you don't have to co-sign everything. You don't have to do everything everybody doing. You don't have to put your mouth on everything, right? So a couple of times I done told them some quotes that I know, right? I need to know because Culturally Dope keep laughing at me when I give them my dope quotes, culture quotes. They say my culture quotes ain't culture quotes. The first one I told them was something my dad been saying to me since I was a little kid. If I got in trouble, my dad would say, "You cruising for a bruising." Y'all ain't never said that, or your parent ain't never said to you, "You cruising for a bruising," like you about to get a whooping. They laughed at me and said, nah, they ain't never heard that one. And then the other one was, you ain't gonna be going out with me walking around looking like one of Aunt Haggy children. And they said, "Who is Aunt Haggy?" And I said, "She that lady down the street that don't know how to take care of her kids." And I know other people have told me they know who Aunt Haggy is. She's a fictional person, but you don't want your kids looking like Aunt Haggy children. You know what I'm saying? Okay, somebody said, yeah, they heard that one. Kelly, okay, my sister-in-law is listening, and she said my mom has. But Kelly, you don't count because you from where I'm from, and I hope that you heard this. But Kelly, my dad has said a couple of times, "You cruising for a bruising." I told somebody that, and they said, "Is your dad Caucasian?" And I'm like, "No, we black." My mom just blacker than my dad. That just means she darker. But yeah, like, what's some culture quotes that y'all got? Because I want to ask them if they ever heard y'all culture quotes. And I'm wondering if culture quotes are different based of, like, not culturally, but based upon where you are as a black person. Is it different? Because, like, I know up in New York, they culture quotes gonna definitely be different because they gonna have Tim's in their voice and they gonna say "dead ass, son." You know what I'm saying? Ain't no culture quotes in the South gonna say, "dead ass." I don't know. Whatever. You heard "cruising for a bruising"? No, my dad is mixed with black and blacker. Well, okay, so my grandmother is definitely black because Mama Nellie was black and Grandpa Albert was black. My grandfather, the pictures, he looked black, but we ain't never said nothing like he was. So, I mean, I'm African American. So yes, we're all mixed. I've got some Caucasian in me going back at least 4 generations. Maybe not this first 3, but maybe 4 and 5. It's definitely some unwanted. I can't have this nose and not have no Caucasian in me. I'm just saying. Oh, I can show you better than I can show you better than I can show you. I can show you better than I can show you. You mean I can show you better than I can tell you? I've heard that one. And the one that I hate, see, I'm starting to itch thinking about it. The one I hated more than anything was, "This gonna hurt me more than it hurt you." I don't think you're screaming like I'm screaming, sir. I don't think you screaming like I'm screaming, ma'am. I don't think it's gonna hurt you the same way. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. A hard head make a soft ass. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. See, all of these, I heard all these culture quotes. They be throwing out some that I ain't never heard before. But I like it. Y'all make sure y'all check out their show. It comes on Thursdays at 5:00, and it's called The Culturally Dope Show. You can catch it on Hits 92.3 on the website. You can catch us on Hits 92.3, the app download, or you can catch us on Hits 92.3 Facebook and YouTube watching us streaming. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead with this next one because I've got to say happy Father's Day. First of all, happy Father's Day to all of the men in my life. You know what I'm saying? Husband, dad, my brothers. I've got 2 brothers that have got kids. And all the plethora of baby daddies that are out there that I know, not mine, but just, that I know out there that, hey fellas, happy Father's Day. This for me is just something like, it's very weird that God made it so that women can stop having kids, but men can continue to have kids their whole life. And you can tell that men know that they not the ones that have to take care of kids, because ain't no way in hell no 80-year-old woman trying to go get pregnant to take care of no kids for another 20 years. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? But listen to this. Robert De Niro is expecting a baby girl with his girlfriend, Tiffany Chen. The baby is due in April of 2023, and it will be Robert De Niro's 7th child. So the child already been born, y'all, okay? Robert De Niro and Chen have been dating since 2021. Chen is a martial arts instructor and actress, and she has appeared in several films, including The Intern and The Irishman. Robert De Niro is 79 years old. 79 years old. And Chen is 45. Okay, first of all, this is definitely a May-December relationship, but she old enough where I don't care. I'm not going to be like, this is gross. I mean, at 45, she dealing with gray-haired, saggy balls anyway. Not as much, but you know what I mean. So if you like an 80-year-old man, girl, tap into your daddy complex and go ahead and get you that gray hair man. That's fine. As long as you ain't like, he ain't 45 and you 18. Now I got a problem with that. That's when I have a problem. But ma'am, you 45 having a kid? My knees don't want to. My back don't want to. My patients don't want to. Not at 45. Not at 45. Like 25 is too young and 45 is too old. I don't know what the right age is, but I know before, no, and after, hell no. Like, I'm sorry. De Niro is a very private person. Oh, Robert De Niro is 79, and this will make him the oldest father in Hollywood history. Robert De Niro is a very private person, so he has not released any other information about the baby, such as the name. However, he has said that he's excited about the new addition to his family. Not to be outdone, Al Pacino, the iconic actor known for his roles in Godfather and Scarface, is expecting his 4th child at the age of 83. So look, Al Pacino said, oh, you think you gonna be the oldest? Here we go. Al Pacino has 3 other children from previous relationships. He has a son, Michael, who's 52, and daughters, Julie, 30, and Leah, 19. He has been dating Noor Alfia, a 29-year-old filmmaker, since last year. Okay, so she 29 and he 83. That's a big that's a lifetime difference. That is a lifetime difference. She wasn't even alive when he made Scarface or Godfather. Al Pacino, who has not spoken publicly about the pregnancy, did tell a photographer that it is very special. He's also said that he is excited to be a father again. The news of Pacino's upcoming fatherhood has been met with mixed reactions. Some people have congratulated him on the news, while others have expressed concern about the age gap between him and Alfia. Regardless of the reaction, it's clear that Pacino is excited about the prospect of becoming a father again. He is a talented actor who's a long successful career, and he has been a loving and devoted father to his 3 children. It's clear that if he lasts long enough, he will be a great father to his 4th child as well. Okay. Again, why would God allow men to continue to have children at such a late stage in life? Because they can't stay to protect, rear, invest, time, relation, anything into those kids. I mean, at 79, I don't know, y'all. Maybe, I don't know. Like, what would y'all do if Darth Vader got somebody pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Mufasa daddy walking around getting, Simba daddy walking around getting folk pregnant. Like, he old as shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think God should have made a cutoff for men too. And men can't have babies after a certain time. Y'all don't agree? Let's see. Red Lion King said she in it for the money. And I feel y'all fellas, it's the same thing with what was her name that died a long time ago? Anna Nicole Smith. Same exact thing. But it turned out it wasn't his kid anyway. It was the other dude kid that the baby been raised with since then. I wonder how old she is now. She probably about 25 now, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but even if it is just for the money, I'm not talking about the financial aspect of it. I could care less about the financial aspect. I'm talking about the fact that you as a parent, you can't, at 89 years old, if you pick up a toddler, you might end up in a wheelchair. You might not be able to hold on to no kid like that. You know what I mean? Like, they getting their diaper changed while you getting your diaper changed. What should the cutoff age be for men? I don't know. What's the average age of death for men? Whatever it is, you need to have at least 20 to 30 years in there where you have still child rearing age. So if it's like 50, 55, you got to survive to at least 85 to really be an influence or take care of the child, right? Right? I mean, somebody call Madonna and ask her why is she calling me right now. Now, I'm on the radio. But I don't know. Yeah, Kelly, she changing both their diapers. I just feel as though whatever the age is, as far as the major age, not the minor age, the major age, whatever the age is, it should still be an age that allows men to be able to be a protector and influence on that child's life. What's up, Chubbs? How you doing? What you think, Chubbs? Do you think it don't matter because the women got to raise the kids anyway? But you need a father. You know what I mean? You need a daddy. All right, here go the next one. Again, I started the show off talking about ChatGPT, but listen to what happened to this lawyer. A New York lawyer who used a large language model called ChatGPT to generate citations in a legal brief has agreed to pay a $1,000 fine and take continuing legal education course. The lawyer, David Schwartz, admitted that he used ChatGPT to generate citations in a brief he filed in a federal court case in 2022. Can you imagine your lawyer trying to win your case with ChatGPT? We already got lawyers in the courtroom telling the judge dead ass, and that's all cap. And now you pulling your closing arguments out your ass with ChatGPT. I digress. I am not okay with this. Okay. He said he did so because he was under a tight deadline, and ChatGPT seemed to be able to generate citations quickly and accurately. Ain't that what what's that job called when you a lawyer? Not a lawyer, but the people that work in the lawyer's office that do all the real work. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's an assistant lawyer. Why it can't come to my head right now? Y'all know what I'm talking about. A paralegal. Thank you. Ain't that what the paralegals is for? Like, didn't he have 3 or 4 paralegals? He could have been like, read these books and find out the information for me and get the precedent, because that's what he was probably doing, right? However, an investigation by the New York State Bar Association found that ChatGPT citations were often inaccurate or incomplete. In one instance, ChatGPT cited a case that had been overturned. The Bar Association filed a disciplinary complaint against Schwartz, alleging that he had engaged in professional misconduct. Schwartz agreed to settle the complaint by paying the fine and taking the CLE course. The case is the first known instance of a lawyer being disciplined for using a large language model to generate legal citations. Y'all, don't let ChatGPT get y'all in trouble now. Don't let it. It's already students that's getting in trouble using ChatGPT, and they saying that it's cheating. And it's some, I think I found one, or I read one earlier in the month about a professor or somebody who used ChatGPT. Y'all got to look at ChatGPT the same way you look at GPS, okay? It's a tool. But if you follow it completely, it might drop you off the side of a river. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people who have blindly followed GPS and got led into the desert, or got pushed over a bridge on a construction site. Like, real dumbass stuff. I'm not even making this up. I'm being for real. Like, these are real. You can look up stories of people who have followed their GPS to the T instead of actually paying attention. And I will tell you, one time my GPS told me to make a U-turn, and I got pulled over by the police because they said you can't make a U-turn right here. And I was like, but the GPS told me to do it. He said, that's not going to fly in court. So I had to pay the ticket. And I was Ubering at the time. My Uber was just in the back, just sitting there, and I'm getting a ticket. So don't just blindly follow your GPS. If you are going to use AI or you're going to use ChatGPT, don't just blindly follow it. Yes, I've been using ChatGPT to help me rewrite my stories because I don't like the way they sound when I just read them straight from the article, from the website. And now I don't have to worry about stuff popping up and stuff, right? But I read the article first. I read multiple articles about the information I'm trying to pass to y'all first. Then I put it in ChatGPT. So when ChatGPT throws something out to me that don't make no sense, because sometimes it'll give you a story that ain't about the story you put in there. Like, it's a completely different story. So instead of just blindly following it, I edit and I add in what I need to add in and take what I need to take out. I utilize it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I like to do is I like to just use my voice message, and I'll say exactly what I wanted to say. I'll talk it. And then I'll take all of those words and put them in ChatGPT, and I'll tell it, rewrite this for a news article, or rewrite this for an email, or rewrite this for a radio advertisement, because the voice will sound different, but the words are all the same. Don't get caught up, y'all. Don't get caught up being lazy. For real, for real. Like, this is why we don't know no phone numbers now. How many of y'all can tell me 10 phone numbers right now? Because you're a lie. Because I can only tell you two phone numbers right now. I do not know my son's phone number by heart. And you know what? Because I just said that, I need to remember it. I'm about to remember my son's phone number just because I said that. Because I don't. But the only numbers that I know by heart right now is my husband's phone number and my grandmother's phone number, who is dead. But I'll never forget that phone number. But if I was to have to type in my dad's cell phone number or my dad's house number right now, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. How many phone numbers do you know right now? PB Blur said, I could tell you 3. That's it. 3. That's crazy. That's y'all home. Every week I give y'all some homework. Hopefully y'all been giving people hugs, because I told y'all your brain needs 8 hugs a day to be healthy. Minimum. hug 8 different people. It releases serotonin and dopamine in your head. And give them a real hug, a Martin hug, you know, where you hug them and be like, don't give them that and walk away. You need to give them a real hug. Give them a Disney princess hug where you don't let them go till they let you go. You don't know how long a person need a hug for. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's been homework that I told y'all. Tell somebody they beautiful, whether you think they are or not. It's a lot of people who haven't heard in a long time just, hey, beautiful. And I'm not talking about women or men. I'm talking about just in general, all people. Just say something nice to somebody. Fellas, I know it's a little bit harder for y'all, but tell a dude, hey, man, your kicks is fly. Something. But make a person feel good, because you never know where that person might be on their way to go do what to themselves or somebody else. And you being nice to them in that one little moment might change their world. So your homework for this week is learn a new phone number. Learn a new phone number. For real, for real. This man said, I was raised to know every phone number. My dad forced it on me, and I'm a Rolodex because of him. That's cool. That's cool. That's real cool. Because, man, when you go to jail, don't ask me how I know, but when you go to jail, you can't call a cell phone. You got to call a landline. At least when I went to jail, you couldn't call a cell phone. You had to call a landline. And I think they're changing that, because how many people actually have landlines right now? Like, nobody. You know what I mean? That used to be, my sister said that used to be a flex. I could rattle off at least 20 back in the day. I got 2 now. Like, Kelly, you only know 2 phone numbers, and I bet you it's Mike's and your mom's, or Mike's and your house phone number, your mom's house number, right? Because y'all don't have a house phone, do y'all? And it's crazy, because instead of buying a house phone, we just got a phone for my kids. Like, my son got a phone, and my daughter got a like a phone that's not activated to nothing. But I know I'm going to go ahead and put like Google Chat on there so that we can call her. But she can't take it out the house. Yeah. Nobody has a house phone. Somebody said nope, because you can call a cell. You could call a cell. Yeah. I miss losing the house phone in the couch. Or trying to hide it so that nobody else could use it because you was waiting on a phone call. Y'all wasn't like that? Because I was. Hi, D Bacon. D Bacon, I'm assuming you're a woman. Just because, I don't know, because D gives me girl vibes. I don't know why. But anyways, this is pretty dope. Love it. King Improvement Solutions sent me to check you out. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all, it is time for a quick commercial break. But when we get back from this commercial break, it is time for Insta Trolls. And I got a little bit of both on Insta Trolls. I got some political stuff that I need y'all to see that's funny as hell, but I also got some other stuff. And I have found a comedian that I am absolutely in love with. This boy is so cute. He is so funny. And he is really blowing up right now. Like, that whole overnight success, we're actually watching that, but you know the real story, and you know he's been putting in work for years, but right now you're kind of seeing it look like it's an overnight success. So we have more with that. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna play some music while I'm playing a commercial or two. Y'all drop out the song y'all want to hear. Drop out some favorites. Who you want to listen to? You want to move just a little bit, you want to move just a little bit, or anything else that I play. You know what I'm saying? So this is All Hustle, No Fear, right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. For all y'all fathers out there, I just want to say Happy Pappy Day. I don't even know when it is. Is it this Sunday or next Sunday? If it's not this Sunday, I'll tell y'all again next Friday too. But Happy Pappy Day. All right. This is All Hustle, No Fear, right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. If you don't have none, go get you some Midwest Kids gear.
Midwest Kids just released a collaboration with Hollister. It's amazing what's possible when everyone has a voice at the table, not just a seat. Seeing is believing. Head to Hollister.com to grab some exclusive merch from Midwest Kids.
Yeah.
Drink from the fountain. Yeah, drink from the fountain. Push my pride aside, I got a stiff arm. Inside my mind, I wandered to roam. See inside my eyes, I got the fire to ignite the sky. These better days, I put them chronologize. Tread lightly in the water. I could've drowned trying to chase waves in the dolphins. Gotta make way through the shade to the garden. Like for me, a bunch of dope plays, then exhaustion. Drink from the water. Drink from the water. Still drink from the water in the fountain for the zoom. Though the sun said caution. Cotton candy clouds and the cherry stem kisses. Racking up the long flies come with swung misses. Never took an L and fail, live my whole life gifted. Change the one who changed the world, been my whole life mission. Whole time shipping. Diaries abroad for the world, do adore who you are, name slipping. From the windows to the wall, I'm a ball, put 40 on the board till sweat drop down off my forehead. Yeah, carrying the torchlight. I ain't got the answers, but I got the foresight. L-Bell, 45 yards, it's a short night. Gotta win a day, then win another 4 nights. Tour life, trying to get these books, hella chapters. Tales for the kids, so it's do or disaster. These lines for the tweets and lines for the captions. I give them hella game, so to me it's ass-matting. I'm stat patting, they stat cashing. Waving for the gram guy, zoom for the kids and zoom from within. We drink from the fountain, experience the world, never know what all can happen. Zoom full of passion, zoom to my passions. Zoom to my passions. We just zoom to our passions. Zoom to your passions. Yeah.
This is Karen the Connector coming to you live here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. I'm here live every Thursday from 12 to 2 talking about what's important to you. So make sure you tune in.
Squeeze the day and get ready for a fresh twist. Introducing the Best Dirty Lemonade. It's not just a beverage, it's a whole mood and a whole vibe. It's summertime in a bottle with a secret twist that's sure to lift your spirits. Perfect for those sun-drenched days or chill starlit nights. Ready for a little lemonade adventure? Visit www.bestdirtylemonade.com now to join the fun. Time to sip the magic.
Can't let my heart show up my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words I have for mention. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation.
We double drinking, the vibe is peaking, we geeking. There's something speaking straight to my soul, fully breathing. She got the feeling like 90s R&B, I'm tweaking. To ever leave her, it probably never be a reason. A soul shaker, a twerker, a business owner, a real friend that's still cool if you don't talk, you grown up. A love pusher, peace empowerment, mamacita. Back when I met her, she was sipping a limerita. A forward thinker, still be throwing it back on me. And if I'm lacking, she gon' pick up that slack for me.
Can't let my heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words I have for mention. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation.
Big booty, slapping it when you get moody. Confident, you never tripping, I get groupie. Never dolo, ride with me even on promo. Album cover, even help me design logo. A fresher too, in it cause we got deeper roots. Remember boo, them balconies in our birthday suit. That yellow coupe, Los Angeles in that Pikachu. I peeked at you, and now I'll forever see the truth.
My heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words I have information. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me, but maybe I'm from the wrong generation.
What's up? All my truckers out there, I need y'all to be tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning. We will be in your ear, keeping you awake, making sure you don't roll over that slow ass car in front of you, or you get to your destination safely, okay? Make sure you tune in, leave them lot lizards alone, and listen to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning for 7 to 10 a.m., waking you up in the best way. All you got to do is download Hits 92.3 ATL's app in the iTunes store or the Android, Google Play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Download it and listen. All of y'all CBD 492 Burger 495 Breaker 49 Burger 49. We've got a hot body on the radio right now, sounding real good, giving us orgasms. Let us go ahead and tune in right now to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Over and out.
All right. We're back. It's time for Insta Trolls. Insta Trolls is where y'all send me stuff from the internet that y'all cracking up about, that y'all feel like I need to see and show the world. So that's exactly what we about to go ahead and do. We about to show the world what y'all done sent me today. First, let's get this thing started with this young lady right here. She is speaking my truth out in my mouth from my tongue. And I will say this. What she is saying is absolutely accurate, but some of y'all have taken this too far. I do not think y'all are right to pull up pictures of somebody else's child, because technically these kids are going to prom. These are kids. Y'all should not be pulling up pictures of somebody else's kid and making fun of them, because that is still a kid and you are still an adult. Okay? But with that being said, here we go.
I know I'm about to get canceled by what the fuck I'm finna say, but now the prom is over with. You could tell it ain't no fucking father figures in them damn homes. How the fuck y'all was in y'all doors walk outside with them see-through dresses and thongs on? What school function did you really think that your daughter was going to like that? I mean, I ain't never seen so many butt-naked little girls on in my life. Then the funny thing is, y'all grown asses was showing y'all daughters off like that shit was cute. Did you forget your daughter was a mini you? Did you forget all your grown-ass, old-ass motherfucking classmates is on your motherfucking timeline? They sitting there looking at how you used to look. Some of y'all is just living through y'all goddamn kids. I mean, like, that shit was ridiculous. You showed yourself no respect and you showed your child no goddamn respect. How in the hell did y'all look at those dresses and okay that shit? There's no brother, there's no uncle, there's no cousins, there's no nothing that put their foot down for y'all, them little young ass girls walking around butt naked. What the fuck?
On the dress, taking pictures with like y'all ain't learned from last year where the kids lost their doggone scholarships because of some of the stupid stuff that they was doing. And then this year, look, let me tell you something. I get it. You so happy for your kid. They get to go to prom and everything like that. But these promposals and these prom send-offs, I just want to know, were y'all that involved in their life before a party? I'm just asking. Like, if you were, bet. If the kid is straight A student, got 4 scholarships and all this other stuff, and you got money, then that's what's up. But I seen some of the houses y'all was walking out of. I seen some of the apartments y'all was walking out of. And I just want to say, if you selling food stamps, you should not be sending your kid off in a promposal in a doggone Hertz. I just don't think that was right. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But again, like I said, on the other end, y'all wrong as hell for pulling these kids' pictures up and using it as content for social media and making fun of them. Now that's just wrong. Don't you make fun of nobody else's kids. Don't do that, y'all. If you was thinking about it, don't do that. Don't do that. Just look at them and laugh and scroll on past. This ain't for you to get into that. Don't do that. Here we go. Here go the next one.
Chemical ammonium nitrate have disappeared from a rail shipment out west.
They think we stupid, y'all. They think we stupid. I lost a box of pears one time. A box of 5-pound little cut pears for your school kids. I lost that shit on the truck one time. One time. I had to fill out a report. Where was it going? When was the last time you saw it? Was it loaded on the truck? How heavy was it? Is it damaged? Is it bad? Did it fall off the truck? And then I had to pay for it. Had to pay for it. And you mean to tell me a fucking large rail company gonna lose 60,000 pounds of bomb material? And we're gonna investigate? Do you know how big a train car is? They lost the equivalent of one of these and a half. You don't lose that. For example, this load here, it's about 40,000 pounds. This is still 20,000 pounds less than what was missing out of that train car. Come on, bro. Do you know what would happen to me if I lost this? If I lost it? Come on, bro. And y'all gonna investigate.
I lost a box of pears and had to pay for it. Y'all lost a whole train car and y'all think we stupid. Hey, that's why they want to get rid of TikTok right there, because we not going to fall for the okie doke no more, because it's going to be somebody that's going to be like, wait a minute. I've been working in this industry for a while, so let's really think about this, people, because he's absolutely right. So what? You just unhooked it from the middle cart? Because the only way you could have stole it is if it was on the last one, right? Or if it was one of the ones in the middle, you had to unhook all the other cars to get to that car. I done watched Cops and Robbers before. I done seen Bonanza. I see how they do the train stealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done watched Fast and the Furious. I'm sure they done stole a train or something on Fast and the Furious. But what are you talking about? You lost it. Why y'all even tell us? Y'all shouldn't even said nothing, because now I'm really yeah, I'm questioning this. You what? You lost it? How? All the cameras everywhere. You lost it. How? Make this make sense, please. Just make this make sense. All right, here we go. We got another one and another one. Here we go.
Want to have abortion all the way up till birth.
No. I said this yesterday, and I know y'all probably thought I was just being facetious. Listen to the words that are coming out of this Santa asshole's mouth. Listen to his exact words. This man is in charge of people, and they trying to put him in charge of the entire country, not just the crazy people in Florida. They are trying to elect this man to presidency. Listen, remember when I said all you got to do is research before you say something? Remember when I said it don't take too much to not look at the clickbait, but just to go read. This man signs bills and proposals and laws, and these are the words coming out this man's mouth. Listen to him. Listen.
Want to have abortion all the way up till birth. I think they actually allow it post-birth.
So that is de Schutzstein saying that California allows abortions post-birth. And it is, of course, the Republicans who want to dismantle the Department of Education when they clearly need it the most.
Post-birth. Ain't that called murder? Like, what you do? Go to the doctor and be like, it's my 7th trimester and this nigga won't stop crying, so I just want to go ahead and have an abortion. Like, up till what age post-birth is it still an abortion? I'm curious, because what? What? Who was the first person that had a post? I'm going to hell for this. So, old girl who killed her daughter was, the little cute little baby. Was that an abortion? Well, hey, they killing it up at the gym right now. And island on the motherfucking hole. My bad. That was my ADHD kicked in real quick for 1 second. Okay, but yeah, somebody said the math ain't mathing. What? I'm telling you, listen, this man is running for president right now. I am not going to stop talking about this. I am not going to stop saying this. Y'all going to get mad at me after a while, and I don't care. Right now, this man is running for president, and he has already changed the law in Florida so that not only can he continue to run for president, but he does not have to give up his governor's seat. So not only is he running for president, but if he does not win, he just going to go back to Florida and keep fucking Florida up. Okay, so either he gonna stay in Florida and keep messing with Florida, or he gonna become president of the United States and do to the United States what he is doing in Florida. They are burning books in Florida. Okay, they are burning books, and the governor thinks that you can have a legal abortion after the baby is born. Please, people, please, if you ain't never thought that voting did something for you, I've got about 5 people in my head right now that during voting season, they was like, voting don't mean nothing and I don't vote. This is not the election to feel like that. This is not the election to feel like that, people. Y'all talking about the lesser of two evils. No, you got dumbass and evil. I take evil over dumbass any day of the week. And Trump is evil. DeSantis is a dumbass. Okay? I mean this. This the one time where I would tell my mom, please vote for Trump. Okay? My sister talking about that's murder. That's what that's called. Blurred says somebody need to go back to health class because where they do that at? Post birth? Boy, bye. Teacher Nitra said, now if stupid was a person, Kelly said, now see, somebody should have post birth. I can't even say that. Post birth aborted his ass. Okay? Like, man, look, right now, DeSantis is what DeSantis is to education and common sense what Hitler was to the Jews. And I mean that. Teacher Anitra, America is the Florida of the rest of the world. Okay? If you don't know that, I need you to know. America is the world's Florida. Because they looking at us all like, what? Okay? Let's go to this next video. Let's see what else we got up here. Here we go.
Only black people think sticking one leg out the goddamn cover will cool their whole.
It's because it will, my friend. The cooler your leg is, the cooler the blood in your leg will be. That cool blood will circulate in your body, cooling you down overall. Then the warm blood will circulate to that cool foot and then dissipate out into the ether. So yes, sticking your leg out of the blanket will cool your whole body down. Now, whether or not your foot will be reached for while it is exposed by some unknown entity is a whole different story.
I promise you, I sleep under a ton of blankets, even in the summertime. And I took 2 days ago, and I know how many days it was. 2 days ago, because my AC went out, I took my weighted blanket off my bed for the first time in a year. My brother bought me a weighted blanket for Christmas one year. And when I say it was the most thoughtful gift I've ever gotten in my life, I have never been able to say that I have a Christmas present that I remember what Christmas this was bought for me and I still have it. And I'm thinking about putting my blanket back on my bed. Hot or not, I'll let a leg out. But that weighted blanket, I sleep so good under that thick, hot mother sucker. It's about 25 pounds. But it's the only thing that stops me from tossing and turning and feeling like I don't know. It's like It's like a autistic thing. I don't know. I sleep so much better underneath that blanket. I be naked as hell. It's hot as hell underneath that thing. I be naked as hell. And I've learned that if I put it on top of a different blanket or on top of a sheet, then I don't get so hot and I just feel the weight of it. But baby, that thing right there. If you do not have a weighted blanket, go to Amazon and get you one today. As a matter of fact, I might drop that on my website. Do I still have that page up? But yeah, somebody else said it. It's very soothing for you. Right. What is it about the weighted blanket being soothing? Like it feel like I got a toddler laying on top of me, but it's the best. It is the best thing ever. Teacher Anitra said, every night my leg gonna come out the cover. Every night. What's up, Douglas? Doug said, dumb and evil are usually synonymous. Usually they are. But Trump is dumb. He not necessarily evil. He's selfish and narcissistic and dumb. He is. I don't necessarily see him as evil. He got a little racistness in him. Little misogyn, not little. He's racist and misogynistic, but he's not, I don't think he's evil. DeSantis is evil. The things that he's doing in Florida for the reasons why he's doing it, he's petty. He's reactive. I'm not feeling DeSantis. I'm just not. I'm not. And he don't care about nobody else's well-being but whatever's in his mind. And that's a problem for me, for anybody who's running for office. It's not about you. It's about your constituents. It's about what the whole of the people want. You are a voice for everyone. You are not a voice for your fucking opinion and your agenda. And DeSantis is about his opinion and his agenda. And I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that's right at all. I don't. Okay, so y'all are telling me why I'm enjoying this blanket. Black said it feels the need for security while you're sleeping. Okay. And then Blur said, I've heard about this blanket and I want to get one. I guess it's like a baby being swaddled that is comfort of feeling like you're in the womb. Ooh, okay. I don't know what it is, y'all, but I promise you, underneath that blanket, it's the best thing it's the best sleep ever. I've never slept as good as I sleep when I'm under that blanket. I promise you. Teacher Anitra said, no, Trump is smart. He knows what to do and say to rally people in his corner. He's probably not even racist, just using them to get what he wants. And you know what? Teacher Anitra, I don't doubt you. I stupid as a fox. Stupid as a fox. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they say, whatever that saying is. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. This little girl was funny as hell. I believe this was me growing up. Here we go.
So I'm taking my little darlings to see the Little Mermaid today. I'm doing a video. After Saturday again.
I have something serious to ask you.
What is that?
So you know how there are transgender people and then there are transracial people?
Yes.
And they identify as a next gender and a next race?
Yes, I explain.
So I have a serious problem.
I
identify as an adult. And I wouldn't be going to school tomorrow. I'm going to the club with my friends, Mommy. I'm a 28, full-grown woman. And you can't send me to school.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does. Like, how do the other ones work, but my own doesn't?
You can't just identify.
Yes, I can. I'm 28 years old. Other people can't, so I can't.
This parenting thing is too hard.
If you are a 60-year-old white man and you decide that you want to identify as a 12-year-old girl, then you're absolutely allowed to do that. But if you are a 10-year-old child that want to identify as a 25-year-old adult, all of a sudden it don't work like that. Wait a minute. Somebody else gave me another example that made a lot of sense too. They said if you are a child and you decide that you want to have gender affirming surgery, then it's okay. But if you're a child and you say my boobs are too small and I want to get a boob job or I want to get a nose job, then they say, nah, you're not young, you're not old enough to make that decision and you gotta wait. I give you another one. If you 16 years old, you old enough to decide that you want to be able to get married and get consent in a lot of states. Look it up. I'm not lying. 16-year-old is consent in a couple of states where you can get married, more than half of the United States. And it's a couple of states that are trying to change it to 14 years old that you can consent to get married. But you cannot consent to an abortion at 16 years old. So you old enough to have sex, you old enough to be somebody's wife, you old enough to take care of a family, but you're not old enough to decide that your body ain't ready to do this and you're not ready for a child. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. I'm with the little girl. She said, I'm not going to school tomorrow and I'm going to the club. Now, see, as a good parent, I wouldn't have told her no. I'd have been like, you're absolutely right. You can be transagenal. As a matter of fact, you owe me for this ride. I'm an Uber now. I need you to pay me to take you to this soccer practice you going to. As a matter of fact, I need the payment for soccer practice because I'm not taking care of no adult and they extracurricular activities with your grown ass. As a matter of fact, let's go drop you off down at the unemployment office and have you fill out this paperwork so that you can go ahead and get this job you want so you can take care of yourself. As a matter of fact, I am locking the door to your bedroom until you pay my rent for this month. And don't ask me for nothing to eat because you an adult. Take your ass to damn McDonald's and get that McDonald's you always asking me for and use your own damn money. But if you ask me for anything, any damn thing, you taking your ass to school tomorrow, child. Y'all just don't know how to talk to kids. I would have laid into her ass. Nah. Since you want to be grown, I got some grown ass problems for you. You want to be grown? Soon as she went to sleep, I'd come in there, waking her up, running my mouth. And she'd be like, why are you talking to me right now? Well, when I go to sleep, my brain talk to me. It's asking me, I be doing arithmetic problems in my brain. If I owe the electric and the water and the gas all at the same time, but I only have enough money to pay for the electric and the gas, how do I pay for the water? Like I promise you, Georgie, Zoe, y'all better choose y'all battles wisely because your mom watched enough of the Cosby Show growing up to know I ain't gotta beat you. I just gotta mentally fuck with you. And I'm telling you right now, I've got an amazing imagination. The more you know. The more you know, the more you know. She said, Sunshine had a flashback. Man, I tell you one thing I never told my mom. I ain't never told my mom I was grown. Never. Didn't play that game with her because she was going to play that game with me. And I didn't want to play. That was a game I wasn't willing to play. Terry said, my dad never whooped us, but his psychological game was vicious. Black said, I can't remember what state it was, but Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin. See, just bad. My dad, I do not have not one memory of my dad ever putting his hands on me. My dad never spanked me, ever. But my dad would say, we about to go take a ride. And my dad putting you in that car and taking you to go look at houses and taking you for a ride, I promise you that was worse than a spanking, because at least a spanking is over with and I can go in my room and be left alone. But no, when you go on that ride, you don't know how far they are going to go. You are locked in the car with them and you have to get back home. The anxiety that you have to ride with is worse than getting hit. Like your stomach and your ass be in knots the whole time. And don't let them hit you with that, I'm just so disappointed in you. And then you gotta ride with them with that face, and you don't know how far you going. And what? Well, I would have preferred my dad to go take me to have a post birth abortion than to have them rides. Like, come on, we gonna go. Come on. I know you in your 17th trimester, but we gonna go ahead and end this right now. That would have been better than some of them rides I had to take. But I seen some real nice houses growing up. But boy, The Cosby Show gave us great parenting gems. Okay, The Cosby Show let me know you're not rich. We're rich. I don't know why you don't have a Picasso. We have a Picasso. Okay. Shout out to Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was one of my favorite interviews thus far. I got to meet Theo. All Hustle No Fear has gotten me the chance to, meet some really dope people. So that's really great. Terry said, oh, that's the worst. I'd rather be beat than hear that. Exactly. And you got to ride that ride there and back, and you don't know how far. That'd be the worst part for me. How far is we going? Just get in the car and ride. It's a wrap. You in trouble. It's gonna be trouble. And then they don't play no music. My dad wouldn't ride with no music either. It'd just be a silent ass ride. Oh, it'd be the worst. I can't wait to do that shit to my kids. I can't, because I don't have no hate in my heart like that, for real. And it's really hard for me to hit my kids. But I grab an ear in a heartbeat. But I don't have no earrings on. That's why I feel naked. Why y'all didn't tell me I don't have no earrings on? Out here looking like one of Aunt Haggy children with naked ears. Anyways, a hit dog will holler even when you didn't hit them. They just hollering for no reason. And Azalea Banks is a hit dog. When I tell you this is the epitome of this was not the time and the place, ma'am. And why are you bringing up old shit? Listen to this.
Visual representation of the way Azalea Banks' box Chevy built ass thought she ate while disrespecting DC Young Fly. I don't typically acknowledge the existence of this discontinued Pokemon simply because it looked like she recycled her bathwater. But I found it odd that she was so pressed and so triggered about jokes that were told 5 years ago when she went on a show where the whole premise is they joke about each other. That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you be mad at your team for sending you on a show that you clearly didn't have the mental capacity to handle? Why wouldn't you be mad at whoever plopped them polyester wigs on your head and sent you out into the world? That's the people that you need to be mad at. You would think from the size of this bulbous ass head that she throw these plastic wigs on top of, it had plenty of space for a brain. But obviously it's only full of the feathers from the chickens that she sacrificed on live. It's crazy that you would even still be blaming DC Young Fly for your musical project going double platinum dumpster juice and not taking accountability of the fact that you just suck and your music sucks. Or you have no game and didn't know how to spin that narrative into a positive one and make it play in your favor. The gag is you still look like a yeast infection to this day. So where did he lie? Like, you literally snuck up on this planet looking like something a cat coughed up. And it's crazy because the one thing that your post showed very plainly that I don't even think you realized is that you don't really think you're as beautiful as you kept saying over and over again. Because if you truly felt like that about yourself, you wouldn't have had to put the next man down to make yourself feel better. And you wouldn't even still be holding on to that shit. And what blows me even more is that this sedated sea moccasin had the audacity to try to say that DC Young Fly's jokes were anti-black, even though he didn't say anything about black women as a whole or anything about her being a black woman and everything about the fact that she looks like a fucking stale sea turtle. And you turn around 5 years later and kick a black man while he's down and grieving to try to lift yourself up, which is quite literally feeling real anti-black. One thing I know, two things for sure. You and them brittle ass edges better be strong enough to handle whatever it is that you just put out in the universe with this one.
I mean, every single way that she described this girl was just pure poetry. I mean, good googly moogly. I I had never heard of Azalea Banks before Wildin' Out. And I think if she wouldn't have went on the tirade that she went on, I still wouldn't have known who Azalea Banks was. And I still to this day ain't never heard any of her music. Somebody told me, Sean told me that she got a dope song out there. Like, she got some dope music. She's a okay artist, but she obviously has some issues. And I saw the episode where DC was making fun of her, and he never said anything about her color. Like, she interpreted that from what he was saying, but he did call her an ugly ass girl. But DC called everybody ugly ass boy or ugly ass girl. Bring your ass over here. That is literally his shtick. Bring your ugly ass over here, you little dumbass ugly ass boy. You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel exactly what she said. Your team didn't get you right for that. My sister on here talking about not double platinum dumpster juice. I mean, you didn't have to be that mean. Did you guys hear about the girl who sued her parents for being born? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Here we go.
I mentioned in my last video that I went clothes shopping for my children, and a lot of people are shocked to hear that I have children, considering I sued my parents for having me without my permission. But I just want to make a couple of things clear here. So my parents that I sued, they contributed to, conceiving me, and my mother that raised me, she gave birth to me. And that's why I sued them, because I did not consent to being here. Like, I was unaware that I was going to have to grow up and get a job to support myself. And I just didn't consent to that. They didn't try to contact me in any way before I was born to see if I actually wanted to be here. And that's why I sued them. Now, it's different. Like, I know I've said it's like unethical to have children before, but it's different when you adopt, because it's not my fault that they're here. I'm just trying to be a good person and like help them out. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you are pregnant right now, you need to hire a psychic medium and ask your child if they actually want to be here. But keep in mind, if they don't, you need to terminate. Otherwise, they will sue you, because I'm making that my life mission, to teach children to sue their parents so they don't have to work. But yes, that I do have children, but I adopted them. So I had them in like an ethical way.
Bitch, what? The caucasity of all of this right here. This like, sometimes things just line up perfectly and they're so serendipitous, because I could not have put this together better than to say that her parents needed to know DeSantis, because right now I would have been at court and been like, well, let me go ahead and do what Ron DeSantis said, and let me have a post-birth abortion. I want to abort her ass right now. Right here on the courthouse steps. We can go right now. Don't worry about it. You didn't ask to be here. We can renege on that treatment right now. Right now. Because what Wahite people come up with some of the craziest things. Like, how did you win this? And I'm not gonna lie. If I could call God and have a conversation with some people in heaven, you know what I mean? I really would. I would call Molly right now. That's my grandmother. That was her name, Molly Irene. Okay. I'm not talking about the drug. I'm talking about my granny. I would call her in a heartbeat, because I've got some things I need to talk to her about, because some of her family members is tripping. Okay. Tripping. But to call your unborn child and ask them, Earth is ghetto right now. I just wanted to know, did you want to come? Like, I know you sitting up there with the other cherubs, and you listening to a nice little Tupac concert, and Whitney Houston is, up next and everything like that. And you just got finished watching Amy Winehouse. But do you want to come down to Earth for a little bit? Just a couple of years, maybe like 75, 80 years, come kick it and shit. Bitch, what? This lady is crazy. And whatever judge allowed her to use the judicial system to sue her parents and not laugh her out of court, they deserve a post-birth abortion as well. Because what? Like what? This don't make no sense. All right, I don't even know what this one is. It's something funny. Here we go.
Let me introduce you to Candace Taylor. She's a newly elected district chair for the Republican Party in Georgia.
I'm not a scientist because that is a made-up job, but I know that the earth is flat, okay? Because if the earth was round, why would maps be flat? They can never answer that, okay? And people want to be like, well, oh, if the earth is flat, then what about night and day? I don't know. Let me think about it. Maybe because the earth is double-sided and God flips us over when it's time for us to go to bed and flips us back over when it's time for us to wake up, like I do with my husband. Like, use your brain. Use your head for a minute. If the earth was round like a globe, everything would be falling off of it. All the oceans will be dripping down it like ice cream, okay? Unless the earth is a DQ blizzard where nothing falls out. But even then, sometimes things do fall out and they do have to give you your money back. So that doesn't really make sense to me. They're trying so hard to make us think the earth is a globe. I see globes on TV, globes at my children's school. I saw a globe at Hobby Lobby, a place of worship. Hobby Lobby, there is a globe there. I mean, if I were a normal person, there would be a globe behind me, but I have a rotary telephone that's not hooked up to anything, so Bill Gates can't track me, okay? Because I'm using my head.
Elected. How are we supposed to get along with these people? How are we expected to respect the other side? Conservatives always get really upset when we question their intelligence. Here is your elected leader saying that the earth is flat, and her evidence is a Dairy Queen dessert. I work with someone like this, and it's absolutely exhausting. Yet, at the same time, I just wish I had a fraction of their confidence, you know? Could I possibly be mistaken about something? No. It's the millions of experts who are wrong.
Map. Why would you have a map on a piece of paper if the earth is round? This lady said, now I'm with her. If the earth is flat, where is the waterfall? That has been my argument for a while. That was my argument with my mother. If y'all don't know, my mother and my husband are both flat earthers. Okay. No, I do not allow my husband to teach my kids science. I do science, but they both believe the earth is flat. And I've asked my mom a couple of times, well, when you go on a cruise, where's the waterfall? And she said, what you mean, where's the waterfall? Well, if it's flat and we got a tide, the tide moves in and out, right? When it's a tsunami, you see the water move out and then it comes back in. If the earth is flat, then when the water goes slosh out, wouldn't it fall over the side? Like when you got a saucer and you right? Like she said, y'all elected this bitch right here in Georgia. I don't know what I need to find her name on the ballot. Cause what? Kelly said gravity holds the water to the planet. That's why the earth that's why even though it's flat, it don't fall off on the sides. I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all and these craziness. TikTok has showed us that it's really a lot of dumb people out there. A lot of them. Not just Well, that's what she say. She say that the earth is flat and that when God wants it to be daytime, he flip it over to the day side. And when God wanted to be nighttime, he flip it over to the nighttime. That's why the earth is flat. We all know, duh. Anyway, have you ever wanted to find out about your ancestors? Like, we all assume that our ancestors were these really dope ass people in history that, made some stuff shake. But what if you found out that you came from a whole line of fuckboys? Like this guy did.
Your great, 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 great grandfather, Janias Ray, came to this town with his family from the north of England.
So what was he? Was he the mayor of the town? Was he the town crier? Did people come to him for stories? Would he regale the town?
No. Actually, this is where the story gets really interesting. Shortly after Janias got here, the Salem witch trial started.
A voice of reason in a crazy time, I'm sure.
Not exactly. No, Janias accused more people than anyone in town. As a matter of fact, he's responsible for 37 deaths.
Yeah, but those were probably the actual witches then.
Witches on make-believe. There's no such thing as witches.
Now.
Right. Here's Janias Jr. He's burning a woman at the stake. The Salem trials are over. He just burned random women.
Yeah, but she looks clearly like a witch.
There were no witches. Here's Janias III. He would get prostitutes pregnant, and then he'd throw the baby in a dump.
Okay, that's clearly him catching a baby that someone else...
No, he would throw him in a dump. Finally, there you go. How about this? Goat. That was his whole
It looks
deal.
like he's helping.
No, he would raise goats, so he could them.
From a long line of nasty mother suckers, sir. Just go ahead and sit down somewhere. I would change my name at this point, because you don't need to be a part. Somebody said this is clearly America. You don't need to be a part of nobody's history with no history like that. That is just ridiculous. Kelly said tossing that baby was just a post-birth abortion. Hey, he looked like Issa Rae did on that episode where she yeeted the fuck out that baby. She's like, oh, let me see the baby. Yeet. The way I died laughing when I saw the way she doggone tossed that baby so damn quick, I was dying laughing at that. I mean, I damn near died. Kelly, that's hilarious. Not that was a post-baby abortion. I love it when it just works together. All right, y'all. So like I said, this last one is a stand-up, and it's just an exchange between this comedian and a heckler. One of the things that I'm reading a lot about this guy, and I hope he comes to Atlanta because I'd love to see his show, is that one, he sells out everywhere he goes. And two, he's interactive with the audience. So these aren't like Matt Wright talk to the audience. He enjoys the heckling. He goes in with the hecklers and he makes it a part of his show. And I think that's absolutely amazing. That lets you know that he's really good, quick-witted, fast on his feet, and he's great at improv. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. His name is Matt Rife. And yes, I have been sending him emails to try to get him on the show, but I think I found him right when he blew up a little bit too big. So he might not want to come just yet, but it's okay. I'll get bigger so that you want to be with me. Don't worry about it. I got you. Here we go.
I have Black Jesus.
What? Why did that sound like the whitest possible woman? What'd you say?
I have Black Jesus.
You have Black Jesus? You brought him with you? I hope he's related to you or this is going to go terrible. Do you know him?
Well, he came with me.
I'm sure slave owners use the same excuse. You can't just say it like that. Wait, no, they just came. They came with us. You need to elaborate immediately. What do you mean? Do you guys know each other, right? Yes. Thank God. How do you guys know each other?
He's my adopted boy.
He's your adopted boy. I don't like anything about this. I really don't. I don't like that you purchased him. I don't like that you called him boy. I don't like any part of this. But he is your adopted son. You love him. This is good. Okay. This is a good turning point in the story. Like legally you adopted him?
Well, his mom wouldn't let me.
His mom wouldn't let you, so you stole him. You know this doesn't sound good. He what? He likes you more than he likes his mom? I feel like you're making him say this. Where did you meet this young man?
My son's high school.
Your son's high school. So you were at your son's high school and you were like, who's your little friend? The one with a year-round tan. Who is that? You were by the staff? Your whole family? Smart family. You're adorable, but I've seen The Blind Side too many times to know how the story really goes. Bro, what is your name? What is it? Brian? Great to meet you, man. Are you okay? He can talk for himself. Brian, you snap your fingers, I'll get you the fuck out of here, man. I swear to God. I'm here for you, bro. I love your love for him. I do. But you gotta work on your story. This is my son's friend, and we think of him as our own family. Well, that's good. That's a fantastic start. That's literally all the story you have to tell. This is my son's friend. They play baseball together, and we love having him around. Ta-da! Now it's a heartfelt story. You know what I mean? You can't just open it. We got us one. You can't. There's a more delicate way to go about the storytelling. Holy shit. You don't reiterate it, because now it seems more guilty. I think we wrapped up the story. It's your son's friend. Y'all love him. You consider him one of your own family. That seems simple enough. It's wonderful. Don't clap for kidnapping. What are you guys doing? I'm just trying to smooth it over so we can transition out of this.
Hilarious. Somebody on my TikTok said that he was on Wildin' Out a lot, and he was on a lot of episodes. So I'm gonna go check those out. I'm gonna go look for episodes with him in it, because he is absolutely hilarious. I get caught on his page and just be watching his stand-up and watching him interact with the audience, and I absolutely love it. But y'all, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to get out of here, but you can stay on the Hits 92.3 platform. Coming up at 11 o'clock, we've got Willie Hen's Dumbass Radio Show. After that, we've got the Nico Rose and Mr. Grant ATL show. So you make sure you can tune into those. On Saturday, you only see her on payday. Alex in Wonderland will be on at 10 o'clock with Anything Goes with Alex in Wonderland. So y'all make sure y'all check that out as well. I appreciate y'all always for tuning in, and I will be back right here on Monday, same place, same time. And we're gonna get out here. I'm gonna leave y'all with some music. Y'all want to hear something in particular, or y'all want me to just play some? Come on, y'all got 2 seconds. Come on, somebody drop something. What you want to hear? What you want to hear? We're gonna go ahead and play Cool Ass People by Prize. This is All Hustle, No Fear, right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio.
Sign language, niggas be talking whenever they signing on the line. Please don't chime in, watch it, I got timing on the mind. Line like calling line disease, nigga, you got diamonds on the mind. You never be going in like us driving that McDonald's on the line. Niggas investing to better your clout, a mind and nothing to better your mouth. Ain't no 10Ks, ain't no relays, nigga, you running a regular route. Eat if the enemy ready to chow, all of you coming with edible style. From a jungle, my effort is wild. Watch the kid, don't step on the child. Born a legend, drawing blessings, while it's passing. Strong weapons on your seconds, was my lesson. Warm my presence, hornet's nest. Born a legend, go and tell him any lessons, no exception. No starting slow, it ain't no Nolan, so it's no inception. Ain't no James, please don't get them home, no leeway. Ain't a team, nigga, see us on the freeway. Open road, don't cut in front us like a DJ. Hydroplaning in her DM like a speedway.
Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things. Made for life, cause we made these dreams. All in the eyes, now I'm running for the prize.
Jetty, I'm ready, I'm kinda awkward, but
but steady, not awful often, I get it. Popping off on the Senate, block, life is awful augmented. When you running through the same game and everybody vision, people promise you profit, people promise they poppin', people problems will pop up, plagiarizing the product, prophesizing the product, pantomiming what's poppin', they little pumping, they purpose, they probably pumping the Perkins. Man, I've been all over, everybody slept like they head was all up on my shoulder, everybody wept when they seen that boulder coming down the path to success. That's that road closure, I need dynamite, oh my God, I might just die tonight. If I don't write tonight, then I don't fly, it's not alright. I got it lit that light, I gotta admit, I feel that fright like every night that I don't win, feel that tightness all up on my chest. Goddamn, we just get it, we up next.
Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes, passing lanes, passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things, made for life, we made things strange. All in the eyes, now I'm running for the prize, yeah.
You'll never ever see my camp losing. Taking shots without thinking, unplanned shootings. Run you over if you ain't rolling with the damn movement. I'm Superman in my time, Cam Newton, little throwback scrambler. I gotta touch bread every day, don't get donuts manager. Cat outflow, y'all amateurs. Get a rap game and clean sweep, I'm a dope ass janitor. But I'm still dirty from my dirty bandanas. Time on 30 bad dances. Hip hop ain't dead, we just built the studios and ambulances. Music is school when I'm shooting up the campus. We champions and quick pitches. You must have cut your balls off, traded them for a pussy, yeah, some bitch niggas. I'ma get richer, that's the way to go. I make a whole Tory to the paper like stick figures.
I'm a brave of my opposition, RB to my competition. My words are superior, you better listen. I'm a heavyweight, you're not even in my division. Let's get it. I'm the greatest like Ali, the top of the Billboard charts where you find me. But not just me, it's us team, we a family. Cause we the bestest in the body, music, anatomy. And we are anomalies compared to with what's out. Standing in position, no submission to chase clout. Cause I'm not built for that labor, don't possess that behavior. Let that hate marinate in your blood for the flavor. I hit the ground running, never fumble. Blocking out the haters like Budambo. Got the killer instinct, DJ Combo. That crown we need it, now we need it pronto. Yeah. Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes, passing lanes, passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things, made for life, we made things strange. All in the eyes, now I'm running for the prize, yeah.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends. That's it.